The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise the Lord Jesus Christ.
My dear brothers and sisters, today I like to start my homily with Prophet Jeremiah, whose first reading we heard. He was a very human character and a very powerful prophet of Israel. He thought that he was too young to be called by God, and he also cultivated what we call today paranoid fears. And that is what we heard in the first reading. He is also frightened of God. He meditates on God. He questions God, and sometimes he blames God for all the problems that he faces. He is known as the crying prophet, always crying and cribbing like any one of us. So complex a human figure in the Old Testament. As we listen to him in the first reading, we hear him saying, I whisper the many terrors around me. From every side they are attacking me. Do not denounce me, God. He goes on. All those who are my friends are now watching at me with their eyes open to see any missteps of mine. They want to find fault on him. But he says, in the midst of all these fears, he senses an extraordinary power. But he says, all these fears, but. What is that but? The but is, the Lord is with me. There are so many fears in this world. Jeremiah does not say, it is because of the grace of God that I have no fear. No, he says, rather, it is all my struggles, my pains, my fears, my sufferings. I sense a great power of God than all of these. So now he compares very clearly the fears, God. Now he says, these fears, even though they are attacking me so terribly, but the power of my God is unimaginable. In my struggles, he says, in my fears, I still sense the power that is greater than all my struggles in this world. One of the fundamental things today we see Jesus Christ teaching us, fear no one. Fear no one. And you must know this. He says, no matter who is coming on you, do not be afraid. So beautiful that our God is saying, let anyone come on you. Do not be afraid. Because Jesus Christ is the one who can assure that part. If you are connected with Jesus, my dear friends, he says, the power of God will make you say, I have no fear. If you are disconnected from Jesus, then you become fearful. You will fear your own shadow, and you'll be running away from it. Now listen to what Jesus is saying. He is saying, do not be afraid of the one who kills the body but cannot kill the soul. Read it again and again. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. And if you keep reading and reading, you will understand how powerful these words are. Because everyone can kill my body, but not my soul. And that is how powerful he is. Everyone can do something to my body, cannot steal my soul. So you see, you have to be fearless. Get your fears in a way, in the right order. Organize your fears. Which fear? What are you frightened of? What are you not frightened of? Organize your fears. Prioritize your fears and say, this is the important fear I have. Cockroaches. This is the important fear I have. Bullies. This is the important fear I have. Darkness. Organize your fears and then get your fears in the right order, and then say to these spheres, you can only kill my body, not my soul. That is how you must understand the power that Jesus gives you. Well, I like to tell you there are two types of people in the world who can kill the body. Two types of people who can kill the body. The first type of people who have muscles in their mouth. Have you seen anybody having muscles in their mouth? They kill your body. They have muscles in their mouth to threaten you, terrorize you, and scare you, and say all kinds of things and saying, I will see the end of you. I will terminate you. I will annihilate you. WWF, this is WWE it is called now. Those fellows who come onto the ring, their very first word is, I will finish you. The fellow who says, I finish you, is the one who loses. They have muscles in their mouth. And we have people around us who have muscles in their mouth and throw words to hurt us, to hurt our body. But they cannot hurt my soul. That, like Jeremiah, in all my struggles, in all my fears, in all my pain, in all my sufferings, I sense a greater power of God than all these big mouth fellows. They will only kill my body, not my soul. The second type of people are those who are called paper tigers. You know paper tigers? They also kill your body. They threaten you, they terrorize you by their literacy, and they keep writing about you all sorts of things, posting threats everywhere in the media, and sometimes anonymous letters to destroy your stature, your great position, and they have power in their pen. They are known as paper tigers. And you and I should say like Jeremiah, all my struggles, all my fears, all my sufferings, I sense a greater power of God than these. They can kill my body, not my soul. So these two types of people, be aware and be cautious and don't be frightened. There is also the third type of thing, that is non-human fears. The non-human fears is anti-human threats like natural calamities. Coronavirus brought so much of fear. Tsunami, floods, earthquake, these are all non-human. And these also bring a lot of fear. So much of fear that this coronavirus has brought that I can't believe you, I can't trust you, I keep you very far, I have to spray all over and then preach my gospel. I have to wash my hands. I have to put sanitizer and give you communion. The fear that is there is because of this non-human existence. We fear them as well. But like Jeremiah, in all my fears of coronavirus, in all my fears and sufferings, I sense a greater power of God than these coronavirus or any natural calamities that can kill my body, not my soul. What else do you need, my dear friends? Jesus says you are more precious than any 100 sparrows. I look after these things. I look after all these creatures. But my humanity, I treasure them. So now Jesus wants you to be a fearless follower. Like any saint, look at the saints, they were fearless. And you must be fearless like all of them. The last part is, finally, in today's gospel reading, we see Jesus Christ saying, you are of great value. Again, understand this. He says, you are of great value. Now, when we speak about value, we must also speak about worth. Because what's your worth? How worthy you are? We all look at worth. Because worth is material. Value is spiritual. Therefore, he says, worth and value are two different types of measures. You can see the worth of you, and you can also see the value of you. There are two different measures. And what Jesus wants you is, are you worth Jesus' follower, or are you of great value to be Jesus' follower? Amen. Let us all stand for the creed.